Hi everybody, this is Oscar, and let's go through a little bit of a tutorial on the basics of using Blogsy. You can always go searching for it. There's the Blogsy icon, looks like a little typewriter right there, and let's open it up. So one of the first things as we're looking at the Blogsy interface I want to show you is up in the top left on the white page itself, though, there's a picture of a gear, and that brings us to the area where you basically can source out the blog posts that you are currently working on or have recently worked on or have online already in your particular blog. As you'll notice, we're on the current tab, it's showing that I'm currently linked to the elementary ICT blog, and under titled I could give this particular post, a blog post that's up there, a title if I wanted to test. This is where you would go if you've already created something in a blog post, where you can actually change its status and to a draft if that was something that you wanted to do in the status section right there. There's the ability to add tags and pick categories and such. You can see that the categories came up, the categories that are already defined in the ELICT blog show up there. Same as far as tags go, the tags that you have already created will show up. Number of other elements that you can control in terms of creating the blog post itself. If you click on the local button, it basically actually shows you blog posts that have been saved to the iPad itself, which is an option upon getting to the publishing stage. Mostly we'd be just pushing them up to WordPress in a draft or a published format, but that does exist so that you can work on something offline specifically. And then when we go to the online, you can actually see that a number of blogs, any blog that you link to the Blogsy program, can be listed here. And I actually meant to click the ELICT, and then if you go to that, you can see all the same things you would see from the web interface. Any posts that are already up there, any pages that are involved in that particular blog that you're linked to. So that section is for controlling blog elements. Upon arriving in Blogsy the first time, down in the bottom right corner there's a picture of a gear, and this is where you come to do all your initial setup of Blogsy. The service settings is where first step would be to sign up for the WordPress blog, and it's just a matter of basically going to WordPress and then selecting the Add Self-Hosted WordPress blog to access the NIST blogs that you have authorization for. You would then go ahead and put in blogs.nist.ac.th and then your NIST username information, and then it would bring up and recognize all the blogs that you have authorization for. So in service settings, that's one element of what you could control and set up. As well, from here you can actually start signing yourself up for the various services that you can see depicted in the right hand column there. So if I click Manage Doc Items, you'll see that they all come up here. Browser and the photo library, they're accessible, but here is where you would sign into any Picasa accounts or Flickr accounts, YouTube, any accounts that you want to access media, pictures, video, that you might then throw into your blog. So that's in the service settings section. The next one that you want to just make sure that you pop by is the general settings. And one thing that you want to make sure that you set is down here at the bottom, default photo uploading location. This is going to give you the opportunity to really maximize one of the great things about Blogsy and select basically a site that we can use to store photos, which then Blogsy automatically embeds into our blog posts. So here you'll see that the ELICT Picasa account is the one that I have set for the default photo uploading section. So we can exit from the settings section Now we can just very quickly take a look at a sample post. So, we already have this named test. This is a couple too many. Okay, this is a sample post. Okay, and so let's say next thing I would like to add a photo to that. So you can do it a number of different ways. Let's say I go to the camera roll. If I click on the camera roll, you're going to see all the individual photos and such. Down below the pictures on the right hand side, in between the pictures and the gear that's there, there's another little icon, an arrow with a part of a box beside it. If you click that, you will see that it now goes into a mode where as soon as I now take this photo and place it into, I have to try that again. Take this and place it into my blog, okay? As soon as I do that, that photo is being taken from my photo roll, my camera roll, and automatically uploaded to the ELICT Picasa account, which I set as the default uploading location, and then embedded into this post. And if you want to edit a photo that you put in or delete it, you just double click on the image itself and it will open up an image settings window that will allow you to set the caption, align. You can use the slide bar to make your image bigger or smaller, or add a link, or obviously also you can delete it by utilizing the delete button there. So as you look up at the top of the screen, you can see all the kind of the regular formatting options that are often there. So once you're ready to publish, or as a draft or as a fully published post, you go back to the gear icon that's in the upper left area. You can choose which blog it is. We're already on the ELICT blog. We click save as draft, and now you're prompted again, do you want to post it, even though it's a draft, to post it to the NIST blog server? Do you want to post it and keep a local draft, which you may choose to do if you feel like you want to do further work on this offline when you don't have access to an internet connection, or cancel it? So we're going to select post, and it's going to create that post. Now you can view it, view a preview. The browser window opens up, and there you go. That's a sample of that post. And if you click on the browser icon up at the top there, it closes that window for you. Also as well, if you go back to that gear that takes us to our control area, we can now go online, and if we go to that particular blog, ELICT, we're going to see that draft blog is up there and ready for whatever we're going to do. You can also actually get rid of things if they go up there in error, and the Blogsy page basically gets itself ready for a brand new post. So those are some of the basics. All right, enjoy now.